Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Expeditions Viking. Let's head out to the map and see where we want to head to next. So yeah, we're up here, no, we're down here at our forest. I don't think we have any other obvious quests to go to. Right, we could go down to Reba, 16 hours away. We know we need to go there for the Sixth Sister. Yeah, Nephia's sister. What else do we have going on? Because I don't remember. The Bear Claw Trinket to Erlinger's farmstead. Get some mercenaries from Reeb. Return to Torfin and choose a name for your ship. I assume we can do that later. Travel east to this small hamlet and search for this ancient grave. Where is that? Rural area in Funen with an ancient passage grave. Ah. That's probably pretty far. What time of day is it? I don't know if there's an easy way of knowing that, but my thought is we should go to Erlinger's farm while we're just in the area. We could possibly camp. To deal with our injuries. But I don't see a point in camping if it's still daytime. What if you can plot out multiple trips? Like, could I say I want to go to there and then move on? No. No sort of shift-click option. Let's go to Erlinger's farm. We're right here. Let's leave you behind. As much as I hate it because you're my tank. But your slow movement speed is terrible. And this should be quick. We're just reporting back that we found the item that he needed. Took out the rest of his bandit gang as well. And also we can see if Erlinger has left, as he was commanded to. You were off over here, yeah? The thrall's where you left him. If you didn't know any better, you'd almost think he'd been right here for the past several days, chopping firewood. He looks surprised to see you again. Hey, look, Sail Thane. I've brought you the claw, as promised. I found your wife's trinket, but I'm keeping it. Ah, I brought you the claw, as promised. I doubt it's actually his wife's trinket, since it was a group of bandits that were all going after that bag of loot. I don't know. I brought you the claw, as promised. He takes it from you delicately, inspects it for damage, then stows it safely in the pouch on his belt. Thank you, truly. I hope the rest of the stash was enough reward, for I have nothing else to offer you. Or maybe it was. Maybe he stuck his wife's trinket in the bag when he hid it from the rest of his team. That could be. After shaking your hand several times, he picks the axe up again and returns to his work with renewed vigor. We are getting more skill points, which I should consider spending at some point. And yeah, Erlinger's family doesn't seem to be around. So I guess that's that for while we're here. 20 skill points, 16, 21, 18. Yeah, we're starting to get a number. We need to spend 10 more and then we can start working on rank 3. which will be good. I don't know. We'll look into that later. Probably off screen. Because me waffling back and forth about skill picks probably isn't interesting for anyone to watch. March 17th. Currently the 20th of February. So yeah, we've got less than a month. If we go to Skjern, will that just automatically heal us? My guess is no. I think we're gonna need to camp. But we can swing by there, potentially give a name to our boat, and then I think heading down to Reeb makes more sense than going all the way over here to Skirninge, at least for now. Oh, that's where we're going to reach nighttime. Well, I guess that's how they identify it. So we'll march briefly through the night and get to Skjern, which I think is fine. I don't think choosing people actually matters when we're at our home, or do we still walk around with our herd? Maybe we do. You can tell how much I pay attention. We do. I guess let's talk to Torfin. Oh there. I've sent Sony and Bjorn out to the forest to harvest the timber you chose for the ship. All that's left is to name it. Let's name our ship. What would you like to name your ship? I am going to be terrible at naming ships, so Dreki seems fine. I'm terrible at naming people. Ships are going to be way harder. Dreki. Not a bad name. Dreki. I'll let Rurik know. Maybe he'll be able to carve some decorations to match. I don't think anyone else in town has anything to say. Hey, look, Sail, is there anything I can do for you? Let you know if anything comes up. I can probably buy items from you, but I'm not going to. If we go to our characters, yeah, they're still injured. So they don't magically heal up just by coming back to town. Like in Rogue Trader, when you go back to your ship's bridge, injuries immediately heal. I was hoping it'd be a similar situation, but it's not. Rogue greets you with a smile as always, but it's not reflected in his eyes. How's it going, brother? I'm being kept busy, but it's going well. Let's talk later. Okay, so nothing further we can say. I can do more looting, apparently. Blood Ice. A sword. Alright. Excellent name. So if we compare that to you, upgrade in damage, downgrade in AP, slight increase in crit chance. Or crit damage, rather. Sure. So yeah, I don't think there's much further to do in Skjern. And I also can't rest here, which is awkward. So I'm going to have to find a campsite to camp, which means we're going to have to walk through the night to find a place to camp, because I can't rest in my own town. I don't know. I guess where's the closest exit? Here seems fine. And I need 3 more wood so I can start buying the better homestead upgrades. Not sure why wood is so hard to come by when we live in a forest. I should probably go to this just nearby campsite because it is so late. Otherwise, like 10 hours away, it'll be solidly morning by then. Can we see when sunup is on this tracker? Here. Alright, we'll go to this one. It'll still be nighttime. Already occupied. Low food, normal shelter, high security versus medium food, bad shelter, high security. I don't know that food is critical. We've got rations, we've got meat. I don't know what shelter and security. Security is probably how likely we are to get attacked. I don't know what shelter affects. We'll go to this one. Oh, finding more campsites. Perfect. We still have the well-rested buff, which strikes me as a little bit odd given that we are out so late. And yeah, I'll bring you rather than Islifir because of the injury. I should have checked your weapons. I don't know what kind of weapon you prefer. But we've got several excess swords. Alright, so you guys are camping, probably bandits of some sort, various knives, and I think we've caught you guys off guard. I don't see any bows. You are the healer and buffer, so we want you taken down fast. I guess let's look at our main frontline fighters. Make sure they get into position. I might actually have them double move forward. Yeah, almost certainly. Maybe not. Forcing them to come to us might also be smart. You head that way. I'm gonna decide what to do with you later, Nefia, because that's gonna block paths for our archers. You can give poison to Kettle.
Shit! Let me take a look.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I want to have an angle on you, so here is probably good. It's a long shot, 53%. Could do a ranging shot. Not a terrible call. They're gonna move on their turn, so then that ranging shot will be less useful. And then Kettle, you gonna have a shot from over here? Kind of hard to tell. Could send you over here. I'm worried these boulders are gonna... No, those are half cover, so they shouldn't block your ability to fire. I'll send you this way. You do have a shot. 55 is not amazing. But go for it. Nope. Alright, Nefia, what do we do with you? I do kind of like the idea of us staying back so that unless they can all pull out ranged weapons, they're going to have to run up to us. If we double moved our melee characters forward, they can move it forward and attack this turn. seems like a bad idea. Okay, I think that is good. Yeah. And I could move melee characters slightly farther forward just to dissuade them from coming around and attacking our ranged characters. Running for cover. Running for cover. Yeah. Okay, all of you are trying to just get into cover. I almost feel bad. Demoralize is going to ruin our archers. Yeah, they're all in cover. You're in half cover. You're in half cover. You're in full cover. You're exposed. If we had Kettle move forward. 72%. I'll take that.
Oh shit, was that as painful as it looked?
Definitely looked painful. You could give Venomous my bow.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Alright, and I'm gonna need to send in my melee characters, because they're just gonna run and hide. So we need to actually just chase them down. Yeah. You could actually get all the way over to this one. I think I shall have you do so. Yeah, I haven't looked at her equipment, so I'm worried it's not amazing. You are in half cover. Yeah, I don't have a ranging shot. Kettle might be able to ranging shot someone to get them exposed so that I could shoot. But then we're out of our ranging shots. Or I can just double move myself so that I'm in a better position next turn to get flanks or attacks or whatever. Which I am leaning towards. Since they don't seem to be wanting to attack and instead would rather run. And yeah, nephew, you run forward as well. Or demoralize. Yeah. Okay, they're actually coming into attack. We got this. Alright, you... You have abilities to strengthen us. Improve our damage reduction or improve our physical resistance. Okay. think I'd rather just have you work on taking them down. Kettle, what are your chances? Terrible because of the debuff. We need her taken out. Got good chances on both of you. Let's go with a quick shot. See if we can help her get out of that predicament. You're down. Okay. Let's have you poison her weapon.
I can fix this.
I don't know how venomous,
Great, thanks.
how valuable venomous actually is, but it feels like it should be pretty good by name. Yeah, so that guy ran in, so we don't have to worry about you anymore. I've taken you down. You could take the attack of opportunity to get over here and get an attack off. Oh, but it's still not even going to be a kill. But it would force her to move or stand there and get hit either way. That works for me. You don't have charge either. Because running forward and attacking would be really good. I think I'm going to have you take the attack of opportunity because it's not going to do much damage. And get over here. Block, perfect. Just, your demoralizing is demoralizing. $58, $52. I guess go for the 58. Perfect. I think that's everyone done. You might run up to me, which would be disappointing. And there's not really anything I can do about that. Okay. Demoralize again. Of course. And you're not going after me. You're going after Nefia with a crit.
Christ, freckles, that hurt.
Wow. Alright, Kettle, can you do anything here? Nope. Ooh, that was messy. Let's see. You've got Death Blow. Yeah, only immobilized. I keep forgetting that. You could switch to your sling. Does that do more damage? Can I see? 3 to 6 damage, 11 to 16. Yeah, let's move you back here and attack with your sling. Launch the mushroom that explodes. No, I think just attack with your sling. You got this. Perfect. You take down her. Ooh. Oh, there's some brutal kills. Now, if I move away, it's an attack of opportunity. I think I took up the skill that gives me better crits when I'm in melee range with my bow. Although I might as well just switch. I likely won't kill with this. No, never mind. I was looking at their damage and thinking it was health. 26. No, they've got 11 health, and I do 16 to 19 damage. I'm seeing some yellow on the bar that makes it look like we're not going to get the kill. But we totally are. Okay. No new injuries, no graded equipment. Perfect. I wish this window was just a tiny bit bigger. Because the fact that I have to scroll down... 6 is the normal size of a party. And the fact that the box is big enough to show 5.5 party members is just weird. If it was slightly larger, we could just see everyone. So it's odd they made that decision. Okay, camping. Welcome to the campsite. This is where you heal injuries and create items and equipment. When characters want to talk to you, they'll strike up a conversation during the night. This is your to-do list. Every time you make camp, you need to make sure that everyone gets rest, that everyone eats, that broken items are repaired, that every injured herdsman is treated. At the same time, you should ensure the camp is well guarded. Start by assigning food to everyone. Your herdsmen are just as happy to eat rations as meat, but remember that meat perishes quickly if it's not eaten or preserved. Characters lose morale if they don't eat. Each night is divided into 4 shifts, and you are able to assign 1 task to each herdsman per shift. Try assigning the different tasks now, and new tutorial windows will explain each one. Note, some tasks are only available in particular shifts. Once you're happy with your setup, click Make Camp and send everyone off on their chores. If you've changed your mind, the Leave Camp button takes you back to the campaign map. So reminders, we've got untreated injuries, a bunch of equipment, and 7 meat will spoil this camp. No one is assigned to clean. Okay. Assign no food, assign meat. Assign meat. Still 7 meat will spoil. Wow. When we all eat meat, we have 7 meat. Everyone is eating meat, and 7 meat will spoil. Okay. So guarding the different shifts, hunting, scouting, preserving, witchcraft, guarding. Security is bad. Food, how much game is in the area? Probability range of how much food at the campsite will decrease when you hunt here. So technically we could find some... Alright, who are healers? Because that's... I think healing up our injured people is the biggest priority at the moment. Is that going to be based off of our healing skill here? Probably. I don't know if we have it like a medicine skill for in camp. No. So if we're looking at healing here, I have it. She has 2 points. So we'll have you do healing on Gunnar. Cost 8. 8 what? This is the triage menu where you can treat the injuries of your herdsmen have sustained. Anyone with the healing skill can treat any injury, but the higher their healing rank, the less medicine will be needed. A healer can only treat 1 injury per shift. Okay. This shows the patients and the deterioration risk of their injury. Also shown is the penalties imposed on the patient. Use this to prioritize your patients. Patients can have more than 1 injury at a time. If this is the case, select which specific injury to treat by clicking on it. Injuries that are left untreated may get worse. Eventually, even the lightest injury can get bad enough to kill the patient. Wow, that is brutal. Each injury also displays its treatment cost in medicine, as well as the penalty that it imposes on the patient. This information to prioritize which injuries to treat first. This is the total cost to perform all the healing you've assigned today. Numbers in the parentheses show the unmodified cost and the percentage bonus from healing skill. of the herdsmen assigned to heal. Okay. So you've got a higher deterioration risk. I find the movement cost to be more annoying, but we'll have you heal him and then heal him. Do I need to? No. Just wondering, since we can re-click it, and it's already got 40%, I was wondering if I said to treat it again, if it would help in some manner. Fatal crippling injuries are 1 dice roll away from permanent consequences. These penalties are and costs are heavily increased, and deterioration risk is now a whopping 50%. Critical, severe, moderate. So it's severe, so it's in this category. So after the night, is it going to be fully gone, or is it just going to move up to a moderate injury? Unclear. I guess I can click here because we can always unassign it. So if I click there and say work on him again, what does that show? That is showing and improving, so we need to use 3 slots to fully get rid of it. Brutal. And then she'll need to sleep for 1 period. We also can do some healing. Which I think I want to do. So how much are we using of our medicine? I'm using up 23. It said it would show me the total cost being spent through the night, and I'm not seeing that. Because it might have been nice to use her herbalism skill to collect more medicines or whatever. Not there, or witchcraft? I don't know, whatever it is. Witchcraft. Probably could have her find more medicines or whatever. But tending to the injured is the more important task at the moment. Let's see, we've got meat that's apparently going to spoil. So preserving or cooking is probably wise for you. Cooking has a chance to apply a bonus to your warriors. Preserving determines the amount of meat converted into rations. Okay. Cooking grants the chance to make each of your herdsmen well fed, which provides a bonus to endurance and sense for the following 12 hours. Cooking can only be done in the first shift, and only 1 herdsman can cook each day. Higher the cooking skill of the cook, the higher the chance of gaining a bonus. Yeah, let's have you cook, and then do some preserving. Preserving converts any meat not assigned to herdsmen into rations. This is helpful because unlike meat, rations last forever. Score shows the total resulting rations. Each shift, a herdsman can convert 1 unit of meat into rations per rank of the preserving skill. Huh, that doesn't go very far then. Let's see, what else can I do with my time? Diplomacy doesn't help. I can do some hunting and some scouting. Scouting was showing stuff on the map, right? Scouting has a chance to discover resources on the campaign map near the campsite. Or I could hunt. I am better at hunting, though there isn't much food in the area. Hunting score shows the chance your assigned hunter for your assigned hunters to bring back enough meat to feed everyone the next time you make camp. Hunting only needs a total of hunting rank of 5 for all 4 shifts to maximize the chance of success. Hunting is a good way to keep everyone fed without having to dip into your rations, but does subtract from the area's food supply, which is already terrible. I don't see where it tells me how, a percentage of likeliness to get everyone healed up or to get enough food. Let's assume I'm not going to hunt. I'll put that back to rest for now. Resting is the default task. You should make sure each herdsman gets 2 shifts of rest if you want to stave off fatigue, but the shifts don't have to be consecutive. If a herdsman is fatigued, it will show up here over the portrait. Fatigue is one of the worst things that can affect a character. It's a huge detriment to every stat, which has a wide-ranging knock-on effects in combat. We only need everyone to have 1 sleeping phase. Aesleifir, your camping skills are what? Guarding, repair. Okay. Kettle, you've got all the crafting stuff, which I think is a good idea. Nefia has guarding and scouting. And you have guarding, repair. We'll have you guard for 2 time slots. Camp security rating is shown here. The higher the number, the less likely you'll be attacked or lose resources. The overall guarding score is your chance to prevent attacks or theft if your camp is unsecure location. Your goal is to assign 5 ranks worth of guarding skill in each shift. Okay. That's a lot. For example, assign 1 herdsman with guarding rank 5 in 1 shift, or herdsman with guarding rank 2 and another with a rank of 3. The individual score for each shift is displayed here for your convenience. Use these numbers to gauge which shift is lowering your overall security score. Yikes. Also, I don't know how well you'll guard while you're being treated, but it's probably fine. You also had guarding, right? Guard rank 2. Well, I guess we can see the skills here, which is nice. So I can technically guard, but I have no rank, so I don't think it would actually help. Kettle also has no rank in guarding. Nefia does, but I was hoping to have her do some scouting instead. You've got guard rank 2. So if I had you do a bunch of guarding, then Nefia, I'll have you guard on the 2 outside shifts. That means we've got 4 points in all those locations. I could have her guard 1 more to get it up to 95. But I think I'm going to have her do some scouting. Scouting shows the chance of points of interest being discovered in the vicinity of the camp. These can then be investigated on the campaign map. Actually, we'll have ourselves scout that time slot. And you can scout this time slot. And then we just have Kettle to assign. I don't think hunting is ideal here because the food's already bad. Let's go with crafting and see what you can make. You can get up to tier 2 or tier 3 of armor with a 25% chance to get a special property. So if I went with a weapon, you can only go tier 2. But if I went something like armor... Okay, that's different. You can make cloth armor, but add a whole bunch of upgrades. Oh, and it's upgrading. So it was cloth, but if we add enough points to it, it changes to hide armor. But even still, it didn't seem that impressive. Also, we don't have the resources. Probably not going to have you do crafting yet. Your crafting skill is still kind of terrible. But all you have otherwise is hunting. I mean, I could have you scout even though you're untrained. Scouting is 68. If I put you... Okay, even untrained, you do increase our scouting. You can't preserve. I guess let's get some scouting in. Was that boosting? No, that's not actually boosting the score at all. So the first scouting you did, or maybe it's because you were scouting during times other people were scouting? No. So the first time of scouting you actually helped. After that, not so much. But guarding. Guarding does actually help even untrained. So I guess since scouting doesn't actually boost the number, and you can't preserve, we're going to lose a bit of meat. Which is a shame. I don't really understand why. We literally have 7 meat. I've assigned everyone to eat meat. Assigned to all. We have 7 meat. We have 7 people. They're all assigned to eat meat. 3 meat is going to spoil. I don't know. Let's make camp. I think this is a fine... Kettles assign tasks that yield no results. I don't think that's true. I think they're saying that the guarding task yields no results, but the number went up. I'm going to trust the numbers rather than that. No one's assigned to clean. That's true. Cleaning is only at the last time frame. Okay, Kettle, do some cleaning. Cleaning up is when you leave camp, preparing the camp's... Cleaning up when you leave camp prevents the camp security rating from decreasing from your visit. If you don't clean up after you, campsites will get more and more difficult to guard each time you use them. For obvious reasons, you can only assign clean in the first shift of the day. In the final shift, not the first. I was like, I'm assigning it in the last, not the first. The final shift of the day, you only need 1 shift of cleaning duty for 1 herdsman in order to prevent a loss of security. Alright. Let's have you do... I still like the idea of scouting more than... more than guarding. So you'll clean there, do a bit of scouting, a bit of guarding, and we'll call that good. And everyone should be healed up. Hopefully we have enough medicine to cover that. But it's kind of hard to see the total medicine getting used. And yeah, no one is doing repairing. Which probably isn't ideal. Who has repairing of our team? Repair is that one. Gunnar, Adis has 2 points. And Aislifir has 2 points. She's busy preserving and cooking. And he is busy guarding. We need to get them up to higher ranks, so we don't need as many people guarding. So I was right, camp skills are important. Alright, well, let's make camp. Okay, so you can see everyone moving around at high speed. It's cool that you're actually seeing them do the tasks that we told them to do. Your herd has consumed 7 meat. Your herd did not consume nor preserve 3 meat in the rations, so it has spoiled. In the second shift, Adis preserved 2 rations. In the third shift, preserved 2 more rations. So a total loss of 14 meat out of the 7 meat we had. I don't understand. We used 35 medicine, and we gained 4 rations. And Gunnar and Aislifir have moved on to healthy. All of your herdsmen have eaten. Your scouts have found something of interest nearby. Did they? Okay, we've got a scouted area there and there. 7 hours away to get to that one. Ugh. I have to go all the way up and around. Probably gonna pass on that for now. Hopefully it's not a temporary thing that goes away. But I have no problem going after that one. Gain 25 wood. Nice. We now do have the significantly more wood. I could actually improve our more. Do I want more rations weekly? Or do I want more herbs? Herbs get used to make medicine, yeah? Can be converted into medicine with the witchcraft skill. Rations is just food. Herbs need to be processed, rations are just useful. $50 valuables per week or a new trader. The thing feels the most useful out of these. But we'd have to wait till we got 3 more wood. I'm gonna hope we don't take too much damage and therefore herbs and medicine won't be critical. Granted, we've got quite a few hunters and some preservers. We'll go with rations. If I don't need to waste a bunch of time on hunting and preserving, that's more that we can do during our camping time. Sacrificial bog. Dedicated to appeasing the spirits and celebrating the gods. Will give us 2 prosperity and 4 rations per week. This upgrade will take 1 week to complete. Selecting slaves to work on this upgrade will reduce the time it takes to complete. Building an upgrade, it takes time. Assign thralls the upgrade to speed up construction. You will never get your thralls back, but without them, you are unlikely to finish all upgrades before the game is over. I see. There was a list of... We have 7 thralls. I could assign 2 of them. I think I'd rather use the thralls on constructions that are going to take significant time. Well, I guess our trip is in less than a month, so a week is actually fairly significant. Each thrall cuts off 2 days. I don't know. I don't think we need to rush this, given that we just don't have resources to do the next construction, and we don't know when we will. Although surely once we get to a bigger city, we'll be able to buy wood. Maybe? I'll just let it go. I'm not going to use thralls. It can take its week, and we'll see how that plays out. And then from there, we're wanting to head down to Reeb. Wow, it's going to be sunset already. We're going to make basically no travel progress. Well, I guess it was well into the night by the time we got to camp. Then we rested. Probably a little bit of night and most of the day. And that's our problem. We could go there. It's 13 hours. But do I want to hike through the night? It's just wasting another day feels stupid when it's less than a day away. But going throughout the entire night also feels potentially dangerous, but I don't know if there's any real consequences. Maybe I'll decide that next time. Can I save here? I can. Okay. So I'm going to save here and then next time decide if I want to stop at the campsite, which has the potential for finding resources and whatnot. Or if I want to just rush to Reeb, because we are on a bit of a clock. Yeah. I'll see. I'll decide, and then we'll see what I decided next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.